Anthony over at Honors Reviews sent me this little CRKT Minimalist Bowie. Now it's pronounced Bowie, not Bowie, okay? Growing up, there was an older lady that lived 2 houses down from me named Miss Bowie. And her husband was somehow a descendant of James Bowie. They had a clock on her mantle that belonged to James Bowie. It's the guy who come up with the design of the Bowie knife. So, Bowie, not Bowie. Anyways, I'm sorry for my little rant there. This is a pretty cool little knife. I made a couple small changes to it. It came with a little lanyard. A little lanyard that was about that long. I cut it off because if I use this knife for skinning anything, you're gonna get blood in that lanyard, and that's gonna turn pretty nasty. It's gonna end up smelling like a dead animal. And on the top of it, I put this section. I put that section on my belt sander. Sanded it down so that way I would give it a good square edge. The edge on the back of it's not round, but it's a bead blasted blade. I mean, it's slightly rounded. It's not sharp. I guess I should say that it's not a sharp edge. So I put that on a belt sander, give it more of a square edge so it'll work better with a ferro rod. That works pretty well. So I wanted to take this knife and I guess make it a little more useful. Add a little fishing kit and fire kit to it. So I'm going to keep this slide lock, and we're going to make some changes here. I got a little aluminum pill fob, watertight pill fob. And inside of it, I've got two little small, I guess kind of like fishing kits. I got 15-pound braided line, a size 10 cricket hook, and a small split shot all inside this drawer. There's a 15-foot length of the fishing line in each one of these. And I got some, I believe these are size 1 hooks, octopus hooks. I don't know why they call them octopus hooks, but that's what they are. And some more size 10 cricket hooks. And a couple of small egg sinkers and some wax jute for the fire part of the kit, along with a ferro rod. Now, one of the reasons that paracord is so popular is because of the, I guess because of the utility of it. Because you can take it apart. We'll cut these ends off of it and push out the internal strands. Oh wow. This is the paracord that came with it, and it's not what I was expecting. Normally paracord would have 7 inner strands, but here you just got this braided stuff. I don't even know what you want to call it. Use some of this ACU camouflage paracord that I have. This is made by Atwood Rope Manufacturing Company, USA, and it is some of the best paracord, best quality paracord that I've ever seen. Very good paracord. The lanyard that I just pulled off of my knife measured 44 inches. I'm going to take this a little bit longer than that, so we have a little bit of extra to go around the pill fob. And a little extra to work with. So there's 48 inches, and I'll just go an extra foot or so. That's where I'm gonna cut it. So this is about a 5-foot length, maybe a little more that I just cut. And normally this is what you would find inside of a piece of paracord. the 7 inner strands. So I guess you could tie these together to make a longer length to use for fishing line, but it would get tangled up pretty easily. I thought it'd be more useful to have one continuous length of line. This is number 12 tarred twine, 100-pound tensile strength. There's 3 times around a 4-foot ruler. It'll give me 6 strands over a continuous length of 24 foot. So both of my loose ends are on the same end, and on the side opposite, I'm going to tie some regular size fishing line. And at the opposite side, I'm going to tie on some fishing line and use that to pull the bank line through my paracord. I drilled a hole at the end of a piece of wire, so now I have a 4-foot long needle. Now that cracks me up. I'm trying to look through the lens and do this, and it's like it's 2-dimensional or something. I don't have any. There it goes. Yeah, I don't have any depth perception looking at it like that. Now that I have the bank line inside my paracord, I'll go about 1.5 inches past the end of it. I can feel it on the inside here, the bump where the bank line starts. So I'll go about 1.5 inches past that. That's where I'll cut it. And seize it up. And when if I ever go to use this, I'll have to pull it out by the end. You can see the little piece of fishing line right there. That's the end that I'll have to pull it out by. If I try to pull it out the other way, it's just going to get stuck inside of my paracord. I'll seize this up, smooth it out. This is something takes a little bit of practice. I don't recommend doing it with your fingers, even though I do it. Do as I say, not as I do. It makes a nice smooth end. You gotta be quick, or it'll burn the crap out of you. And don't pinch it too hard, because it'll stick and burn the crap out of you. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other end. I can feel the start of my bank line right there, so I cut it off right about here. And that end has a single piece of bank line coming out of it. That's the end that I do not want to try to pull it out from, because it'll just turn into a tangled up mess inside the paracord. I'm going to come straight in on this hole. Come down one hole and go straight across on the back side, and go down one more hole, straight across again, and I'm gonna just weave it in and out because I think it'll look cooler. I'll weave it in and out of those and then come out the top hole. I'm going to leave enough room, enough slack in here so that the pill fob and the ferro rod will fit back here. And then I'll just adjust things until I get the paracord to be the same length on the ends. That's a little better, that'll work. And of course the video just wouldn't be complete if I didn't burn something. Sometimes my fingers are just too big. Come on out. There we go. See if we can get that to catch a spark. There it goes. Well guys, I appreciate y'all watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoy tinkering with things like this. I like to take things and kind of make them my own.